Welcome back to Nick Lenz Comic Corner Classic List Known Classic. This is episode number 2060 and Doubleshot number 1954. I have roughly one Marvel trade, one DC trade. First up, we have the penultimate trade that collect issues from New Mutants Volume 3. I say penultimate because the very next one is the last one because here's the strange thing. This book collects issues 38 to 41, roughly about 4 issues. Where I think, okay, next one basically covers from like 40, I think it was like 43. Actually, it was 44 to 50. If you're curious, where's 42, 43? Well, that's part of the Exalta crossover. A crossover with Journey to Mystery. Yep. Now, this book, like I said, collects issues 39, 8 to 41. It's roughly 4 issues. Most will deal with the apparent death of Doug Ramsey, again, though he does come back by the end of the storyline. Yeah. Of course, we go to the swamp. With more techno stuff here. A bit of like stuff related to Warlock mostly in these issues. That's most what you can kind of explore in these issues. Stuff related to him. And we see like in old facility, which I believe this was one from the 60s, but when I think it was in the 70s when the X-Men were held captive by the Mark II Sentinels. And of course they hide out here. And of course they deal with whatever creatures here. Yeah, of course they deal with it, and well, that's, and of course Doug teams up with Warlock. And well, that's pretty much it. Not a lot really you could say happens, but it's got good artwork. It's an okay story per se. But it seems like mostly it's told from a therapist's perspective. Therapist, and of course you have, that's mostly issues 38 to 40. 41 Return to Blink, who basically goes like out to like, has a little lunch with Danny Moonstar, who by the way, I forgot to mention, she actually, I think it was this trailer last one, she actually has a relationship with X-Man. Which, after this book, is never mentioned ever again. Basically, I think 40 was like a party issue. And then, yeah, this is basically where Danny and X-Men become a couple. Yep. That lasts for the rest of the run. That after this run wraps up, is never mentioned ever again. Yep. But yeah, pretty good stuff here. I do enjoy it. Great book. Good book at 9 out of 10. Next, that was a book that my friend Tivia, Secretary collects this. My friend Tivia decided to put out as one of his top 5 worst comics of last year. Superman, Son of Kal-El, Volume 2, The Rising, the John Kent book. Written by Tom Taylor or by Clan Tomori. Mostly put this book collects, get this, issues 7 through 10, the annual, yes, this book kind of annual, and Nightwing, Volume 4, issue number 89. The whole point of Nightwing 89 here, it's a cross between Nightwing and, this book that was okay. Someone I know doesn't like this crossover because it's not that good. And the only reason why this crossover happened because Tom Taylor writes both books. That's the only reason why. So we start with this one. Basically, we have Superman fighting Metallo with Lex, against Lex, and of course here with Batman. Of course, Justice League is here. Well, actually, it's all just a dream because Lex is in jail. Of course, flashback last week in jail, and of course we switch back to John. Which, by the way, in this book he works with Batman in these issues. He also tells his mom that he's gay, and in fact, he introduces his boyfriend to his mom. And then the end of the book is simply after like a little adventure with Jane, of course, Batman. That's up with Lex, basically, with part of his building falling off, fighting a robot, too. I think it's pretty good stuff here. Yeah. And then, of course, basically, like, after dealing with various... Of course, we have guest appearances by Aqualad, without Aquaman. Yes, became Aquaman last year. For reasons. And, of course, finding other various threats in here. And the book ends, basically, with Batman revealing to John this, of course, comes right after the World's Finest crossover. World's Finest Sons. That he says this about his boyfriend. His thing, we cannot trust him at all. And that's the book ends. I think the book is okay. Most parts. So continues the series off, and we only have about 8 more issues of the cover for trade-wise. Do I think it'll be volume 3 and 4? It's possible. It's strange that this book only collects 4 issues in the series, but they collect also an annual issue of Nightwing, so to compensate for basically having 6 issues a year. Yep. But not much to say with these 2 issues. 2 trades. I think Mutants is probably better. But I only got Superman Snow Kal-El so I can review it. Yep. But yeah, that's particular view. Next is going to be one more Comic Corner, and then basically on to Superman saying, okay, next video. Bye.